So hi. Okay. Hi everyone. How are you guys doing? Thanks for tuning into our stream. You guys doing good? All right. So hi guys. So this will be the Facebook Live section, the winner announcement for IMU Live during COVID-19. So I'm one of your hosts. My name is Ethan. I'm from ME17. I'm 24 years old and I'm from Penang. All
Hi,
right.
Ethan.
Hi.
Okay. Hi, guys. I'm Rushmina. I'm from ME218 Medicine. I am also one of your hosts for the day. So, welcome, and we hope you like the competition today. We've got a lot of lovely submissions from our students. So, moving on to Denise.
Hi everyone, my name is Denise Ling. So I am a SEM3 medical student at IMU. I am in the cohort ME219. I'm 19 and I'm from Kuching, Sarawak. So I hope you're all as excited as we are. So moving on to our next MC, Naomi.
Hi guys, my name is Naomi. I'm from Sri Lanka and I'm also studying medicine. I'm from the cohort ME216. I'd like to welcome you all to this session and thank you for participating, and we hope you enjoy what we have for you. So I'm just going to share a bit about my COVID experience. So COVID-19 took me by surprise because I was planning to travel home for my selective elective posting to Sri Lanka, where I was planning to experience the healthcare system in Sri Lanka. But as a result of travel restrictions, I was unable to do so. And like many of us, we had to convert our face-to-face learning and teaching sessions to online classes, and that took a while to adjust to. I also had a lot of free time that I normally don't have because we spend long hours at the hospital, and my housemates and I tried cooking various dishes. And some of these dishes were cake batik, mochi kacang, bibimbap, and churros. The food tasted really good. Something challenging for me during this time was grocery shopping because I'm so used to just walking to a store, buying what I want, and leaving. But because of the new normal, we had to queue outside and maintain social distancing. We also have to check our temperature and scan our identity no matter where we go. So, how about you, Ethan? How was the COVID-19 experience for you?
The COVID-19 experience for me was it actually took me by surprise as well. We didn't expect the schools to suddenly close down and for us to suddenly be at home such a length of time. I think it's actually brought me closer to my family as we spend more time together, helping each other out. We get to understand each other better and also to support each other throughout this trying time. Something else that I've been doing as well is I've been trying to pick up Mandarin. If you don't know banana, so it's very hard for me to listen to Mandarin sometimes. I can't catch the tone very well. So I also tried to read, but other than 1, 2, 3, it's also quite difficult for me. Besides that, I've also a lot of people have said they've taken up baking or cooking. Conversely, I've taken up washing. So after they cook, I wash. So I gotten better at that as well. So yes, those are some of the things I've learned. How about you, Rishmina?
Hi, Ethan. So I'd say that something new I tried out during this lockdown would be yoga. And initially, I was spending a lot of time learning out different yoga poses, and I used to do a lot of stretching. So I feel like that helped me to balance my mood better at a time like this. But yeah, other than that, obviously, it was a bit difficult to not be home and to be away from my home country. But like everyone is adjusting and trying to get used to this new normal. But yeah, it's been good so far. So, what about you, Denise?
Hi Rashmina. So personally, so my personal experience with MCO, it was initially pretty tough for me because number one, I couldn't see my friends anymore like I used to. I used to see them almost every single day. And number two, like all the public cafes were closed, so I couldn't go out and eat my usual meals. And so like having to cook for myself 3 meals a day and having to buy groceries and everything, I found that really inconvenient. And I think those two aspects made it quite difficult for me. And I think we can all agree that the most unhealthy food is the most easiest to cook, like instant noodles and so on. So like that made it quite difficult for me, and I think especially because I'm away from my family. So I'm from Kuching and I live in KL, right, for uni. So that made it quite difficult because I was a bit lonely because I was away from family, I was away from friends. But all is good now. I managed to fly back to Kuching, and because of that, I reunited back with my family again. And I picked up knitting. I love knitting right now. So there's knitting and baking. So I've been using my time way more productively. So there's been like this progressive transition from negative to positive. So I think that's great, and I'm very thankful for that. So we all know that things have not been easy for most people, and the pandemic happened so unexpectedly. So COVID-19 forced many of us to be stranded by ourselves, away from family, away from friends. And some of us had to go back to our home countries. So globally, everyone is trying their utmost best to tackle this situation, and that includes IMU. So I'd like to take this opportunity to thank the school for figuring out the best possible solutions to the problems that came along our way, despite the many hiccups. So together we stand, united we fall, and the IMU community is in this as one to defeat COVID-19. So let me introduce to you all Mr. Saravanan, Head of Student Services. He has been tirelessly working ever since the pandemic happened. So I'd like to introduce Mr. Saravanan.
Hi everyone, can you all see me?
Yes,
Yeah.
Mr. Sarah, hello.
Hello. Okay, so thank you guys. Thank you for everyone for putting up this competition together and then also trying to journey through with the students in their COVID-19, life with COVID-19. And like what all of you have said that none of us were ready for this. Honestly, we never expected. I was like, like from last year, there was a lot of talk about World War III. Okay, so we all were like waiting for that to happen, and suddenly, we were so worried about it and thinking that these two giants is gonna go into a fight, and the whole world is gonna go under that. And from nowhere, this unknown virus came up and just shook the entire world. Okay, and the whole world is not ready for this at all. Okay, but I think one thing we have to salute each other is that we rose to the occasion. We actually toughen up ourselves. Yeah, eventually, at the early stage, every state was, every country was falling down to it. And I think slowly people learn how to manage it. And we all know that whether we like it or not, we have to live with this virus. And we made sure our life gets on its feet and start moving on. And yeah, some coped with COVID-19 well. Some took a bit longer time to cope with it. And it's nice to see how people cope with COVID-19 using a lot of means and way. And somebody was talking about baking, cooking, and how some have like know how to wash their clothes. Finally, okay. So with that said and done, um, I would like to thank everyone who have participated in all the competitions that has been put together. I know it's not easy to recall back what happened during the early stages of COVID. How did you manage? How did you learn? And decided to take good lessons out of it. But I think it doesn't stop there. As we all know, again in Malaysia itself, the numbers in certain areas are rising again. So that shows, or rather, it puts that question back into us. Have we become too complacent with it? So what do we do next? Okay, the country, the government, various agencies have been advising us in terms of steps that we need to continuously follow and to ensure that we don't fall into this whole thing again. So each of us have our role to play, and I think it's very, very important for us to follow the advisors and ensure the safety not only of us, our community is taken care of. And yeah, let's do our best. And for all the participants, again, thank you for participating. Congratulations. And I believe in a short while you'll be knowing who are the respective winners in respective category. So congratulations again. And to the team, Tamray, Sugi, and Ethan, Denise, and the other two of Naomi and Rushmina, thank you so much for making this happen. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Sarah.
Thank you, Mr. Sarah. Thank you, Mr. Sarah, for that speech. So we will now move on to announce the winners for the very first category. So could I invite Naomi to announce the first competition category?
Yes, okay. Thank you, Denise. Hi, everyone. So the first category is short video. Are you excited to see the videos?
Yes, we are super excited.
Let's watch the videos together. And the first video,
Ooh.
first place goes to Elaine T from ME117. Let's give her. Congratulations, Elaine. You have won yourself a Zalora gift card worth 150 ringgit. We're going to watch her video now.
Oops.
Hello, here's some bits and pieces of videos and pictures that pretty much sums up MCO for me. Of course, it all started with an announcement by our PM about the lockdown, and the phrase "Jangan kesana kesini" became notorious for all. Since we have special announcements now and then which made us super anxious, and of course, we have the hero of this pandemic, our health DG. Remember the time when toilet papers were flying off shelves? I remember we were so worried about the health and well-being of our family members who are frontliners. And that switch to online classes, making us all experts in video calls. Inevitably, there will be some downs when life decides to throw you a curveball. But I'm so grateful that mental health and self-care gained much attention during that time too. As for me, it was indeed an exciting time filled with anxiety, as it was my first time running for an election and making things more unfamiliar, it was done online. After that, we had to build our society's social media presence from scratch. Everything was a learning curve from there. We brought all our events online, even a hands-on workshop. We tried our best and played a part in raising funds for those in need too. Then, we had a new norm where we brought the whole world into our home. We have platforms like Consultoid and Smiles where we get to learn with students across the globe. We unleash the creative side of this, making our home the place we wish to be. When we cut the tent churches, we adapt and worship at home. When we can't meet our families across the sea, we adapt, and even grandparents in their 80s now are expert in Zoom calls. We celebrated Hari Raya online with all bodies of IMU, and I felt so blessed and kept thinking, what a time to live in. It was also my first time taking part in a cooking competition. There were just too many firsts during this period of time, and I'm just so amazed with life. Throughout MCO, we also get to celebrate many special dates. Mother's Day, Father's Day, birthdays, where we get to spend time with our most loved ones. Besides our obligations as students, many of us also get to dive into our passion. Here's me picking up shadowboxing from online classes, and I've also spent so much time in the kitchen trying to satisfy my all kinds of cravings.
Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning.
It was a really good opportunity to let the creative side of us come out to play.
Say what you wanna say to me now. I wanna wake up with you in the morning.
And I believe many of us have become little entrepreneurs during this period of time. As the lockdown eases up, we get to revisit pre-MCO days to prepare for a near future. Here's me making a trip to Clinical Campus for some errands.
If you found the one, you should never give her up. I think it's the way life changes when in love, yeah. I surround my soul with the positivity. That's why I don't worry about the things that I don't see, yeah. These days I don't worry.
During our MCO, we can finally enjoy some cutie Malaysia. A reminder to us that our home country is as beautiful or even better than some top travel destinations. The grass is not always greener on the other side. If there is one thing that we can all learn from this pandemic, it's that life is full of uncertainties, and we got to be fluid and not be ossified in our thinking. Be like a chameleon, my dad always reminds me. Happy back to campus with your friends, and may we all be courageous to take on these uncharted waters. See you. Stay safe.
That was a brilliant video. Please tweet me your video editing skills, Elaine. And I guess many of us can relate to Elaine with the changes she experienced during the lockdown. So on to our second place. Congratulations to Nurul Alia from ME216. You have won yourself a H&M gift card worth 100 ringgit. Let's give her a round of applause. Yeah, let's watch her video now.
The COVID-19 pandemic had an incredible impact on my life. Things are always so fluid and vague. Situations are always changing for our own safety and health. Over the past 6 months, the only constant for me is change. I am expecting change, always adapting to change, and always making the best out of the changes. I have learned that in life, we cannot complain and whine when things don't go our way. Instead, we must persevere and rise to the challenge. We must always find a way to utilize our time wisely, no matter the situation. I did 2 weeks of clinical electives under the ONG department in Liverpool. However, due to the dire situation in the UK, it was best for me to come back to Malaysia. I adapted to the situation by doing it in Clinic Families Tapak, as well as volunteering as a medical aid for the homeless. To be honest, the MCO lockdown environment has made me quite lonely sometimes, but it made me cherish and appreciate those who were actually there for me. My family, my boyfriend, my friends were always there for me, and we learned to communicate and still have fun during a pandemic. What the world is going through during these times is the most life changing event we are likely to experience. It is severely impacting billions of people's lives. Darwin famously said, "It is not the strongest of species that survives, nor the most intelligent that survives. It is the one that is most adaptable to change." No truer words could ever be spoken about 2020, the year forever marked by the reality that is COVID-19.
Wow, what an inspirational video. I agree with her in that
Yeah.
positive attitude helps us to cope with unpredictable situations such as this. Congratulations, Alia. And on to our next winner. The third place goes to Nicholas Chin from ME115. You have won yourself an H&M gift card worth 50 ringgit. Let's give him a round of applause. Okay, we will watch his video now.
Welcome to the life of an unemployed doctor. Today we'll be baking a marble cake. Get yourself some flour, sugar, vanilla syrup, cocoa powder, and more flour, and 5 eggs. And a timer because it is very important to be punctual and never keep your friends waiting. Let's start off with some butter. Did you know that butter is made of animal fat and margarine is made of plant oils? What? Next, you're gonna get yourself with diabetes with all that sugar. You're going to mix all of that, and if you're a lazy person like me, just get a mixer. And if you want to build more biceps, then don't. Get it smooth and creamy for, 2 minutes. Next, you're gonna break 5 eggs into your large bowl. I could only break one at a time, and people who can do more than that are a big show-off. And you're gonna continue mixing it like just now. And now for the next part, the secret ingredient, vanilla syrup. So what you're gonna do is you're supposed to add 1 teaspoon, but you know what the heck, you're just gonna put all. So you're just gonna continue mixing it, and if you're doing it right, you're supposed to change your life. And then you're gonna add some hot water to the cocoa powder, and also my dad bought this super cute spatula that looks like a squirrel. And next, you're gonna mix whatever you have in the large bowl into the small bowl, and you're gonna start mixing it again. And you're supposed to go like, yes, look at that color. And you're gonna take whatever remaining in the large bowl and spread it evenly into the baking pan, and just start spreading it evenly. And you take from the small bowl and start layering it and make it layer and layer. And it's supposed to turn out something like, bloop. And oh my god, look at it though. And to all my boys out there, show the girls that we can bake too. Baking is fun, but the cleaning is not. So the next step is we're gonna put our baby into the oven. I'm gonna set it for an hour for it to puff up, and then we'll be right back. By the way, have you guys seen the cases lately? It keeps going up recently, and because of that, I do not know when I'll have my convocation. But damn, look at how our baby turned out. Everybody lies, both men and women. But one thing that don't lie are cakes. All cakes are good, and does taste good. But in all seriousness, wear your damn mask when you go out. If you don't care about yourself, think of Baby Yoda. He's just a 50-year-old kid. All life matters. And also, dude on the screen about finance act, please don't arrest me. This video is just for my own personal entertainment. Peace out.
Amazing. Watching the video is making me hungry, so I'm looking. Okay, round of applause for all the winners. We will contact you and tell you how you can claim your prizes. So on to the next category. I would like to pass the stage to Ethan for the photo stories.
Yes, thank you, Naomi. So today we're talking about, thank you very much for the videos, especially the cake video. That's quite interesting. I'm not to make a cake now. So photo story. So thank you, Naomi. Now that you're done watching videos, let's proceed to the photo story winning submissions. It said a picture paints 1,000 words. It can sometimes paint 1,000,000 as well. So I wonder what story these picture tells. And so our first photo story will be, drumroll please. Congrats on the first prize to Wee Zishan, ME117. You have won yourself a 100 ringgit H&M gift card. Congrats, Zishan. So the topic, so his story would be, our worlds turned upside down and surrounding it simply a blur. Everything is about perspectives. Stop focusing on the frame. Appreciate what you have now as it can be taken away at any moment. Because sometimes taking a step back can bring you clarity. Taken a year ago on a road trip when it was carefree and all that mattered was living in the moment, today a simple cough could bring anxiety to everyone around us, and a piece of fabric could save your life. Our world has changed, but it is far from over. Do not lose hope in the darkest of days, as they are proof that we are stronger than we think. Life is a shipwreck, but we must not forget to sing the lifeboats, Voltaire. The feels, Zishan. The feels. The feels. What a nice photo story. Congrats. Congrats on the first place. All right, so our second place belongs to Chia Yuan Yin from FS120. Congrats, you have won yourself an 80 ringgit H&M gift card. Congrats. So your photo story would be, is that you? With half our faces obscured, 4 virtual friends met for the very first time. And this is how it went. We have never met a classmate since college started because of MCO, where being in the same group assignment team brought us together. We shared a lot about ourselves through hours of calls, and our friendship started blooming since then. We work well as a team, and eventually become beyond hi-bye friends. We finally had the chance to meet each other at the campus to attend the face-to-face practical during recovery MCO phase. We were shy and awkward at first, but still we know each other very well by heart. We took this photo for our first gathering and first college life experience at IMU. Truly hope that fate won't rip us apart as we continue our studies in separate paths. No, fate won't rip you apart. Come on. It sounds like we have such a good group of friends, actually. Nice. Congrats, Chia Yuan Yin, once again for second prize. And now moving on to our third prize would be Sakshi Garg from ME219. You have won yourself a 50 ringgit H&M gift card. Congrats. So your photo story would be a hopefully once in a lifetime experience. I had the honor of fighting the pandemic across the front lines at hard-hit COVID at-risk migrant worker dormitories in Singapore as part of the delegation from National University of Singapore. I salute you. Despite the financial, physical, and mental discomforts faced by workers, not once did they complain. Instead, from the many conversations I was lucky to have with them, they expressed appreciation to the healthcare team and support provided by the government. I would like to make this submission a dedication to healthcare professionals worldwide for their brilliance, sheer perseverance, and sacrifices made. Because if we hesitate to step up, then who will? Ooh, that sentence, wow. Oh, congrats, Sakshi, guys, congrats. Congrats. A good photo story. All right. So those were all the photo stories. So next, they're passing on the stage to Rishmina for poetry category. The stage is all yours, Rishmina.
Okay, thank you, Ethan. Now we have the poetry competition. So we've had so many submissions, 17 in total, which is quite a lot. Tough competition. So thank you to everyone who submitted. And we'll start with the first winner. So we actually have a tie here. We have two first prizes. So the first prize goes to Deva Surya Selvamani from ME117. Congratulations.
Congrats.
Okay, so Ethan, can we have you read this poem out, please?
All right, sure. Through the window, the haiku. I once had free will, hustling and bustling all day. Now I am confined. Surya.
So congratulations, Dava Surya. You won a 100 ringgit H&M gift card. So we'll get in touch with you to give it to you. So moving on to our second winner, but also our first winner, we have Harshita Kanchi from ME218. Woo! So for you, we have an 80 ringgit H&M gift card and a 20 ringgit Grab card gift. So I don't think we can read the full poem because it's quite long. But Denise, can we have you just read out the first paragraph or something?
Sure, Ashmina. All right, so I'll be reading New Normal by Harshita Kanchi. So, it is Tuesday. I hear whispers among the furniture about my attachment to my bed. I pull my blanket over my shoulders like the swift swing of a protective eyelid. My shoes celebrated my funeral today. To them, it was the only explanation for my neglect. I wish I could write like you. That's profound.
Congratulations, Harshi. Now moving on to our next winner. So this is the third prize. It goes to Malika Karki from ME218. Congratulations. You have won a 50 ringgit H&M gift card. So Naomi, can we have you read out a few lines?
Okay, sure. So the title is Tour by Malaika Karki. My room. I thought a square or rectangle, like one seen in movies and art. But I found more corners, some even round. How had I missed? There's 7 edges, now tugging at me to clean them up. Yeah, out of a bed, a room like that. Yeah, beautiful.
Nice.
So congratulations, Mel and Harshi and Dava Surya. Lovely submissions. We really enjoyed them. And now we'll be moving on to our next category, which is artwork. So passing on to Denise.
Yeah, thank you again, Rashmina. So I'll be announcing the winners for artwork. But first, we have 2 categories. There's digital and there's traditional. So I'll be announcing our digital winners first. So first prize, we have Roshni Roy from ME118. Congratulations. So you won yourself a 150 ringgit Zalora gift card. So who doesn't love Zalora, right? So congratulations. Your art is truly amazing. I can't draw, but that is amazing. So our second prize winner goes to Lee Kunzo.
Hi.
So from ME117. Congratulations for getting second prize. You get yourself a 100 ringgit H&M gift card. So for both winners, you'll be contacted accordingly. So congratulations. So moving on to our traditional artwork winners, we have Naomi going to be announcing that. So Naomi.
Okay. So for our traditional art category, the first place goes to Tanzi Xian from ME216. Congratulations. You have won yourself the Zalora gift card worth 150 ringgit. So what a beautiful piece of artwork that is. And onto our second place. Second place goes to Masturina Anati from GT119. and you have won yourself an H&M gift card worth 100 ringgit. So congratulations to both of you. And that concludes our winners for this session. So I would like to pass the stage back to Rushmina.
Okay, thank you, Naomi. So I'd like to thank all the participants for submitting your work. Thank you for taking out the time. And also like to thank SSH for organizing this event. And congratulations to all the winners. We hope you like your gifts. And thank you for having us today as your hosts. We really enjoyed doing this. So we hope all of you are safe, healthy, doing well. And all the MCs would like to say bye to you.
Oh yeah. One more thing for the winners. Don't forget to check your email actually for more details about your prize. It's all there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So thank you. Stay safe. Stay healthy.
Take care, guys. Thank you so much for joining us today.
Bye.
Okay, guys. Have a good one. The autos who didn't win